The storm is causing some problems in Westchester County as well. Heavy snow making for dangerous driving conditions, and that's not all.
Lou Young right now in New Rochelle with more for us. Lou.
Yeah, but rather than dwell on purely the negative, these big fluffy flakes are just beautiful to look at as they come down, collecting at an impressive rate. We got the ruler out here, and it looks like we got the best part of 4 inches solid, and in some places 5 and 6 inches. That's a lot more than people expected this early in the storm, especially the people who run the suburban school districts north of New York City. Some of them played it safe and decided yesterday to close early today. Others waited, but they all closed early.
It was a scramble across the burbs as schools opened on time, then closed early as the storm advanced. But the fear was that waiting until regular dismissal would make the trip home too treacherous. One school district waited until the last minute to make the decision. In New Rochelle, this mother was furious.
I only got a notification on my way to pick up my son at 11:36 in the morning.
For a noon?
For a noon dismissal.
The district says the decision was made before 10:30 and reluctantly at that.
Our great concern is that in a city like New Rochelle, where you have so many working families, we're just very reluctant to send children home to what we would call empty houses without adult supervision.
And back live in the back end of the 5 o'clock hour here, you see how pretty it looks as it continues to come down and how wise it was for them to make a decision to close early. New Rochelle officials wanted to make it clear that they weren't pushing the kids out at noon, but they were kind of shifting from education to daycare. Any elementary school kids that didn't have a parent to come get them, they were cared for until somebody could get them. And meanwhile, the snow continues to come down. As for tomorrow, they'll make the decision sometime around 6 a.m. And meanwhile, look at this stuff. It is like the kind of snow you buy in the store to decorate at Christmas time. We're live in New Rochelle. Lou Young, CBS 2 News.
Okay, Lou, thank you.
Let's check in now. Westchester County, Lou Young is live in New Rochelle with the latest on conditions there. Lou?
It is really stacking up here, guys. 7 inches here, 6 inches there, okay, which means 2 inches since you last checked in with us at 5:45. Yes, it's been that long, an inch an hour here. And people are describing the beautiful snow here as diamond shavings, one viewer called it on Twitter. Probably the most poetic description of it. Not bad to look at, but difficult to deal with. It's like being inside a snow globe, the thick, fluffy flakes falling fast and accumulating quickly. It's so light, it's throwing the professionals for a loop.
It's actually pretty soft, which makes it actually more complex because the wind just blows it, and we got to clean it up again.
So you can't stay ahead of it?
Pretty much, sir.
Its lack of density doesn't prevent it from robbing traction on the roads either. Drivers who are out are calling it quits.
And it's light snow, so it's really slippery.
You going home now, huh?
Yeah, I was trying to find parking.
This is the snow that forced school districts north of town to send students home early. Already they're thinking about tomorrow.
We wait until sunrise. We have our director of buildings and grounds out and about in New Rochelle just checking the roads. We also want to see how much snow has fallen, and then we are able to decide whether or not we go with a regular opening, a delayed opening, or if we have to close schools.
But that decision is 11 hours away, and as I mentioned at the top, it's snowing at the rate of an inch an hour. We'll see. We're live in New Rochelle. Lou Young, CBS 2 News.
That we will.
Yeah,
thank you, Lou.